on this sick ass dragon. I wish I would have started recording me shooting this way earlier, but we're already so far into it now.
What drew you to tattooing as an art form?
7th grade. I've mentioned this a couple times. I don't remember what class it was, but we were definitely going around the room and everyone was talking about what was going to be our pursuit. What do you be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
Timmy, what do you want? Yeah. Jenny, how are you? Everybody fucking laughed when I said I want to be a tattoo artist.
So you knew back then?
7th grade. Yeah. I saw a teacher with a tattoo peeking out from under his sleeve. And even at the time, I knew better than to make a big fuss about it. Yeah, bro, we didn't have tattoos back then.
It's taboo.
What? And then for a teacher to have fun?
Right.
A white teacher?
Oh, yeah.
That's not in trouble? So, bell range, just like, I was naive. So much happened. Middle school was so traumatic. Anyway, I get him to the side, and I'm fucking avoiding going to class. I'm talking to him about it, and he just explains to me the process, right? He wanted to get tattooed, he had meaning behind it, and he went to this artist design, took his idea, and drew something for him, and I knew.
Yeah.
I knew right away.
Yeah.
Like, I almost got emotional about it. Yeah. I'm getting emotional now, and it completely didn't make sense to me then. I didn't know what I was talking about, bro. What are you in 7th grade, 11?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tattoo art? What?
Yeah.
But I knew. I knew because I said my answer in class. It wasn't the tattoo artist right away. I just said I don't know what I want to do, but I want to impact the world. I want to change people's lives with my art. And the tattoo artist thing came up. Yeah, man. And I always held on to that. I started at 26. Started tattooing at 26 years old. Played basketball in Mexico.
Alright, just so we know where we're at here. Only reason I'm shooting on the fake skin like I am is because I'm not doing a real person. If I was doing a real person, obviously I'd bag up my tattoo gun. I would be, a lot more cleaner about everything. But right now, all I'm working on is my hand speed, my lines, and my shading techniques and things like that. And trying to get this sheet of fake skin complete, so I can have a couple pieces to show.
That I just refuse to fucking believe.
Already on the other side of this, actually, did this Ed Hardy piece, but I haven't got the chance to. I haven't finished it yet because in the picture of this image, it's all red. So I'm gonna end up going in with the red and getting it all nice and level and all that.
And she helped a lot with that.
Got to write in here, dropping the big one.
When I would actually take action on
funny.
That she would suggest and recommend.
This dragon, man, at first I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know, it ain't looking all that great. I just kept working on the outline, and eventually it gets to a point to where you're like, yeah, this bitch is going to be hard as hell. Same thing with painting, man. I noticed that with painting a lot. Like, once you do your pencil outline, sometimes the art don't look right. You're like, man, this ain't going to look good.
Yeah, now.
Then you go in there and you hit it with the outline, with the nib or the Sharpie, and that shit starts to pop. Then you go in there and put some black shading in that mug. Boy, that shit pop through the ceiling. And then you go in there and add some paint to that mug. You on the moon with it. Trying to tell you.
Grab the grapefruit. Tattoo the grapefruit.
No, I'm just clowning for real. But for real though, on a real note though, yeah, I love painting, man. It's taught me so much when it comes to tattooing. You'd be surprised, man. You would be surprised.
Lost my car at the time.
Honestly,
I was blowing basketball. Yeah. All the other jobs I had, blowing. Oh man, that's twice. You know what I mean? I came from nothing, so don't let me earn some shit. Right. No, I'm enjoying all of this. Yeah. And you know what? If people, my boys are with me, we're all enjoying all of it. It's great. Bro, it was rough. It was rough, but all of the doubt, all of the fear, that inner fucking struggle, it started to happen to me. And it was either make this happen or go back to how it was when you were a child, you know? And that just wasn't a fucking option. And one thing my mom told me, man, God, she was so disappointed. She was just like, well, son, if that's what you want to do, or if you want to pick up trash and garbage for the rest of your life, be the best fucking person you can. Be the best one doing it. Yeah. If you're gonna be a garbage man, be the best one. Yeah. And now she can't see me without tattoos. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to her. She had no idea how dedicated I was. And that kind of fucked me up. That fucked me up because I took that as like, oh well, like you maybe had doubt in me. But at no point did I ever feel like my mom didn't instill that, and at no point did I feel that she did not provide me with what I needed to succeed. Tattooing came from indigenous people that are of color, period. Yeah. Right? I knew it was important, and I knew I had to do it, and I was fucking terrified. I was terrified. And trying to get apprenticeships I was getting no left and right. Yeah.
That's what I'm about to go through right there. What Anthony Michaels is talking about, getting an apprenticeship. I'm so scared, man. I've worked fucking hours upon hours upon hours upon hours on building a portfolio of paintings and colored pencil work and drawings
and the minority artists,
fake skin now, and
Hispanic artists.
I mean, I got 50 other fake skins, but they're the cheap, crappy Amazon fake skins that you really shouldn't even be tattooing on anyway, supposedly. So I ended up getting a couple of these big, thick 3mm ones, so I'm gonna put a sheet of the sheet. Honestly, I'm gonna just use this sheet right here that I'm tattooing on, and I'm gonna put it in the back of my portfolio, and after they get done flipping through all that, they can look at this and see what I'm doing on fake skin, and hopefully, they can see see some potential, man. That's the goal, I guess.
At least I wasn't
it's the hopes and dreams,
intention. Yeah. I wasn't aware. I knew I had something to do. Yeah. And the crazy thing about it is like this tattooing is not it for me. I think it was my introduction. I know it was my introduction to the world, right? And I believe this is why I feel like my purpose has been changing. I lost my purpose, and now I see that I need to have it happen. And right now, tattooing is a conduit, And I did say at one point, I said this on one of my interviews with Inkmaster, that I was going to change the face of Setsu.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean I'm going to be the greatest in the world.
Yeah.
But I was definitely going to make an impact as to where the industry standard and the expectation and the experience are going to change. And I knew that I was going to have a really big role in that.
Yeah.
And I said that, and I don't think a lot of people, the producers laughed.
The same laugh.
And one of the other producers told me that they were making bets to see how soon I was going to get eliminated. And then when I made it to the finale, they were making bets on who was going to win. And I was like, surprised everybody, right? But something in me knew that. Something in me knew I had to do this. Bro, I was talking shit about it. Before they called me, we can't tattoo a blue. I was going to be talking shit, and then I got up on that. You know what I mean? So I knew that maybe at that time, I don't think it wasn't like a conscious thought, or I didn't realize that it was a driving force, right? I didn't realize that was my purpose. I just knew the feeling I had of wanting to impact the fucking.
I like to keep my skins clean when I'm working on them. I watch a lot of people, man, they'll have their shit dirty as hell. They're still tattooing on them. I'm like, man, I can't even see. And then check it, they don't even know how to clean the skins off. They do a whole tattoo, then they ask how you clean the skin. Don't even look into it. You know what I mean? They get these guns and just jump straight. Sorry, not guns, machines. They get these machines and they just jump straight into tattooing, and they don't even figure out, like, I don't know. I see why people always be complaining about new artists and all these people that are taking this into consideration.
So I wanted to
They just need to learn how to
make artists better,
be clean about shit.
People, and I'm just flooded with people wanting to come to seminars, right? Wanting to apprentice, wanting to learn, wanting to brand themselves. It's weird. Like I knew I had a purpose, but I didn't see this coming.
You were the winner, grand prize on season 7, 2016. Can you expound more on your experience with Inkmaster?
Yeah, I'm about to talk to you about my experience with Inkmaster Diploma Therapist. And he's been telling me I can't keep running from it.
Yeah.
Tell you about the experience. Man, you know what's fucked up? I've never really sat and taken it in.
Yeah.
It's 2023 now.
Yeah. 7 years.
I've never sat back and been like, I am one of 14 people on this planet that have a certain title.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking dope. It's pretty dope. You know what I mean? That's a I don't give a fuck. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah. It's a big deal to me. For those out there that are familiar and know of Yuma, Arizona, born and raised, and it's this big.
Yeah.
We had brought nothing. My sister and I share clothes. sometimes, a lot of times, we wouldn't eat. A lot of times, my mom wasn't home because she's working, trying to keep us alive, trying to keep the lights on, trying to have enough money to pay for the exterminator to come so the roaches ain't crawling all over us. Like, it's a big deal, and I've never given myself that. I was just like, no, it's not enough.
More like a meditative moment where you like, I did it, or a celebratory, I'm gonna go out and just.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Done that.
Yeah.
Did it that night.
Yeah.
Damn, I got back.
Yeah.
No one's paying. No fucking playground. Oh no, no one's paying. Shots on me. So I've done it. I've done that. I've done that, and then how I see it is just like, well, now I got to fucking hold this motherfucker up.
Crown, yeah, everybody's a crown.
I got to now.
Yeah.
And I think that has robbed me of a lot of joy. I think it's robbed me of a lot of joy. Always thinking that I have to do for others. That I have now I gotta maintain it. No. Right now, as in this week, literally is this raw. No, I don't have to fucking do shit that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to fucking maintain this how you guys think I have to maintain it, because this is my purpose and my job. Right? You're gonna get what I have to give, and I'm just not in a position for it to be what's the word, right? Just something you can just grab off the shelf.
Yeah. It's accessible.
Like at some point I have to see my value. And people are gonna be like, oh, they need the black guy to win, they need this, they have to balance shit out. Fuck that. Then let's go toe to toe.
Yeah.
Let's go subject matter for subject matter.
Yeah.
Style for style. As a matter of fact, you call it.
Yeah.
You call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You call it, because all I need you to do is tell me I can't do it, or tell me no, or don't.
Yeah.
Or laugh.
Yeah.
Like, I dare you. I dare you, because I'm gonna do it regardless.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Feel that.
So I haven't meditated on it. Yeah. I haven't, right? I knew I still had work to do. And I was focused on that. I was focused on my marriage and my family that I had at the time. It was a fucking whirlwind, but I just knew to not get too excited about it. Because I knew that wasn't it.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing now, man, I've possibly brought myself a lot of joy.
Good.
I'm seeing that because of that question.
And it's also being conditioned as an athlete. We're taught next play.
Every single time.
Yeah. Whether you hit a three, dot, turn it over, next play.
It's not over.
Yeah.
It's not over. Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah. So it's like unraveling that at times. And that's why I asked the meditative space first. Because that's what we also neglect as athletes. We may get into that state before the game and preparing, but once the game is on, the city sag all over the place. So we just have to unlearn that. Yeah. What's it like being an introvert under a microscope?
The cool thing about it is no one ever really knows what the fuck I'm thinking. There's so much power in being an introvert.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel that.
There's so much power in being an introvert.
Yeah.
Until you experience the power of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, because the introvert, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
So of course we're gonna feel confident.
Yeah.
You don't know. I got this. I know this. You don't know shit.
Yeah.
At the same time, you're right. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
And since you want to stay there, you don't know shit either. It's a double-edged sword for me. And right now I'm learning to as much as I fucking don't like it, bro, I'm learning to let go. I won't go to fucking sporting events or concerts because I don't want to walk in front of people and trip on the seating, trip on bleachers.
Yeah.
I don't want to get laughed at.
Go viral and shit. Yeah.
Bro, fuck that. Fuck all that. My introverted ass will sit right here and y'all can tell me about the fucking game. You know what I mean? I'm good. Until I gave in and let somebody take me to one of my first NBA games in front of fucking hundreds of thousands of people. And it was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
So the power that I felt in that moment was more than the power and the comfortability I have in being an introvert. So I'm learning when to be an introvert and when not to. But also that may no longer be my truth. That may no longer be my truth.
Yeah.
I'm 40. I don't have to fucking be up under mom, like be in control. You know what I mean? Getting my ass beat around the clock, like those days are over. So why continue to tell yourself that you're an introvert?
Right.
Why continue to feel like you're not allowed to go have a good time? Why continue to feel like you're not allowed to fucking have a belly laugh or burp by mistake at the dinner table or put your fucking elbows on the table?
Right.
Why can't you?
Yeah.
Why can't you? So it's tough, man, because I still like being an introvert, but I don't think who I'm becoming and who I'm transcending into, I don't think that is a part of it.
That's the other side of freedom you touched on.
Yeah.
How did 2512 come about?
Yo. 2512. 2512 started with writings on the wall. Literally. Writing on the wall. Intentions, ideas, questions, shapes, figures, symbols. For years, I've been trying to figure out, stressing over a business name. This is when I was still at Metro, just getting my ducks in a row. Years, years, and years, and years, and years. And everything, I mean, tattooing is hard. Tattooing is stressful for clients. There's a ton of anxiety going into getting a tattoo.
Yeah.
What is it going to feel like? Where am I going to get it? How big is it going to be? Is breath going to stink? What's the shop like? Is the bathroom dirty? Is it like, bro? We're human.
Yeah.
We're human, right? And so I didn't want it to scream tattoo because I don't want it to be intimidating. I want it to be inviting. It's going to be healing. It's going to be purposeful. It's going to be energizing, right? It's going to be supportive. But just nothing worked, bro. All the names I was coming up with, just corny. It just didn't feel right. 3 years, 4 years, this has gone on. We started looking for places. Mike has dabbled in real estate. He's very, very business forward, very smart. And everyone was saying no to the tattoo shop. Everybody we asked and looked into. Mike found this place, and I couldn't stand it because it wasn't what I envisioned. It wasn't what I intended to do aesthetically and physically, right? This location, the owners were the only people who were saying yes, and they were just coming in ridiculously cheaper than everyone else for business, right? I almost had to. And as much as I didn't want to, I had already gave word to my boss. There's already like, look, man, you started this train, and like you can't just fucking jump off now. You got all these fucking people on here. You got your son. You got your manager, all your clientele, your family, your sister. Like what are you talking about? Everyone in the family has their shit together, and that started again. The fucking depression, right? Shake that bottle. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. Let's take this place. Couldn't stand it. So my vision was extremely intentional, like I said, for the business and to impact the industry, right? Yeah. And we come in here, we start doing demo, and this place has been sitting here for 3 years, completely vacant. And so one of the days we come in here, the place is there, and Mike is writing on the walls, spelling out 2512. He's spelling out all the names that I came up with, and he's just looking, music songs, fucking place is fucked up. It's fucked up. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck did I get myself into? What and why am I doing this? This is crazy. We're never gonna get this open. 2,800 square feet. We're never gonna get this open. And I'm never gonna be able to do what is this place gonna look like? Start freaking the fuck out. Mike was like, man, fuck it. We'll figure it out, it's gonna come, it's gonna happen. He was like, but check it out. 2512, I spelled it out, there's 16 letters. The numerology, that's 7. Your life path number is 7. Yours is 2? Yeah. And bro, he said that, and I was just like, oh shit. He's like, but also 2512 in numerology is 10. Simplify that even further. 0 is whole. 1 is a fresh start. Yeah. That's right. And it clicked. We found some scrap paper. One night he came over to my house, and I was in my creative element. I was smoking, and then the downloads just started coming. So I'm fucking painting, I'm drawing. And I drew this triangular symbol. And it had maze pattern drawn inside of it that's inspired from the indigenous people of Panama, where my family is from. And we went back to that drawing, and it was in the shape of a triangle. And there was notes on there explaining that whatever this triangle was going to represent was for new beginnings and to be centered and balanced with light, love, and positivity. Which then became the logo for 2512. Because this is a transformative space, and the intention here is for people to heal, for people to feel safe, for people to have a completely different experience, not only with tattooing, but with themselves. And so it just worked out.
I can't wait to get a big back piece or something, man.
Brainstorming and
35 years old. It's time to get
spirituality, energy, signs, symbols, and it was in exact alignment. As much as I was resisting this place, what happened every time we're resisting something, right? And that's a childhood act. Resistance is always in regard to something that obviously we don't want.
I think if I get a back piece, I would want a gorilla.
It can be actually.
I would want a
cathartic. It can be
just a mean ass looking gorilla, maybe pounding on his chest or something. Oh my gosh! I just thought of that. I just thought that up. I'm about to have to draw that now. Something like that.
So then,
But anyway,
I tapped back into my purpose.
big ass gorilla pounding on his chest, maybe
and
standing in between some
figure out a way to create my
some
vision.
bamboo, or
I needed certain like details,
either go that way with it or go like totally the other way with it, as far as like go like more Japanese with it, with a Japanese background. You know, the black.
I was able. All the downloads came again, and so I created
black clouds with him standing, you know, just out front, just shining.
I mean, you see Tucson out here. It's like,
that's a good question, man.
Tucson's grimy. Like, there's fucking businesses everywhere, and everyone's just fucking hustling and grinding, just trying to make it. And there's like this little fucking heaven in the middle of it all. Yeah, you know what I mean? So 2512, that's how it came about, and it represents new beginnings. And everybody, I believe, is on this journey to achieve wholeness within ourselves, whether we realize it or not. We're all trying to achieve something. That's what it is.
Color packing techniques, right there, guys.
Being centered and being balanced within ourselves. Right.
That's how you get a good.
That's what happiness is. That's what
texture.
Being content is. Yeah. That's what 2512 represents. It's a place of protection. It's a place of healing. It's a place of transcendence.
You gotta remember, I'm 100% self-taught, guys. So.
It feels that way. You walk in.
Literally, like, never watched YouTube videos that. I mean, I have now, but when I started, like first, you know,
it was all
few months of me tattooing, I wouldn't do nothing besides learn my own techniques, learn everything myself, how the machines are running, how to pack color, how to do the lines. I'm more self-taught than anything. Now, I did do an online course, Tattoo 101. I did it all the way to 98%, and I didn't realize that you can get a certificate for watching, you know, the last couple of videos that really weren't videos of no more than telling you to come up with designs, which I was already doing 3-4 designs a day, every day, you know what I mean? So then we ran out of money and I couldn't pay the next month bill, so they kicked me off of that part of the thing. I'm still on their Facebook group, but I don't even use them for nothing anyway. You know, they're supposed to do video every week. They don't hardly do that. They're supposed to, you know, be there to tell you you know, how your portfolio's looking, or and this and that. And I've been posting on there all the time. They don't say shit. They don't even say shit to you. You have to ask them 3 or 4 times to get. I'm not paying for something that I'm just talking to other people about shit. And they're, you know, then you got haters on there.
2512 is about, it's just about starting over, starting fresh.
I hate seeing like another tattooer do something, post it, they're kind of proud of it. You know what I mean? And then you got these other people like, man, you need to do this, man, you need to do that. Instead of being like, that's a good job, bro, you're getting there, you know? They just like, oh, you need to do this, or you need to go back to some other video and do this, or like, quit being a hater, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna give somebody a good, like, instruct, how you say, whatever, criticism, constructive criticism, or in a positive way, though, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta embarrass them in front of everybody else in that group. Privately message them and tell them, you know, hey, you can do this, bud, to help you out with that. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to do something like that. Don't get on there and act like you're the best tattoo artist in the world because you're telling somebody under your skill level how to do something, and that they were wrong, and all the way wrong. You know what I mean? Just silliness.
The diversity. It's brought diversity, and it's allowed me the bravery. I heard this one time. from a woman at a bar randomly one night. Tucson is small, but we're mighty.
Mm.
Tucson is small, but we're fucking mighty.
Yeah.
Being able to be versatile, to me, is a representation of our culture, our food, our art, our personalities, our ethnic backgrounds. And then our mightiness pertains to, for me, the end result. And being able, growing up here and experiencing all of Tucson, allows me to tell everybody's story.
Yeah.
And I can make it look however they need it to look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Total sense.
Bro, we've experienced so much. We've experienced so much. The dark, the light, the in-between, the ups, the downs. We've experienced it all here in Tucson. Yeah, so that absolutely influences my work. Like I can connect with people.
Yeah.
I can connect with people. The mightiness of Tucson, it has put us in so many positions. Especially like going to high school out here, college out here, like it's the Wild West, man. It's the Wild